All right, you like first service, best for last. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Trent. I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior at County Preparatory. I'm coming to St. Washington Church my entire life, and now my time here is coming to an end. I'm a little ashamed to admit that there are more things that I don't recognize than those that I do. I actually gave my mom's permission to share this first story because I didn't want to embarrass her too much. When I was 3, my family and I were not as diligent churchgoers as we are now. We would come when we could, and that was pretty much it. So it was during one of these visits that after Pastor's sermon, when we had one of those small ones of slides before we went on to the next topic, that I decided to ask my mom a question. And just so you know, I didn't whisper this. I asked this full-blown, out loud, everyone in the entire church did. My question, Mommy, who's this Jesus person everyone keeps talking about? Needless to say, we came to church a lot more after that. When I was 13, I was confirmed just like everybody else. Admittedly, back then, I didn't understand just how big a deal it was. All I knew was that I come to the altar, I say a few lines, then I go home and have a party. So I was pretty happy. Looking back, I think I got probably 2 of the best gifts I've ever gotten that day. One of the gifts was during a party, when I opened the door, I found Pastor Kozar and his wife, Mrs. Kozar, standing there. The fact that someone as important as Pastor would come to my confirmation party was awe-inspiring and simply amazing. I had to watch everything I did around him and warn both of my friends to do the same. But either way, I saw it as a gift. The second object was something that I've always held dear to my heart, and I think I prefer well. In celebration for my confirmation, my parents bought me this bracelet. On the top, it has my initials, TJB, and on the back is a quote, "Through him all things are possible," from Philippians 4:13, which I decided is now my favorite Bible quote. It's not so much what the gift is, but what it stands for. My parents have always said that they believed in me, and I've always believed them when they said that. But seeing the bracelet after they got it for me made it really hit home how much they cared for me and how much they wanted to see me succeed. For the past couple of years, not a day has gone by where I haven't worn this bracelet, and I'm at the point where if I'm not wearing it, it feels like a part of me is missing. Next year, I'll be attending Central Washington University in Edinburgh, Washington, where I'll be majoring in graphic design and illustration. I'll be moving in June. I'll come back in July for a mission trip. So then I'll go back to Washington and won't be coming back. And although I may be traveling to the other side of the country, I know that part of me will always stay here at this church, just as a part of it will always be there with me. I have so many people to thank when we get to where I am. My parents, of course, for being the reason I exist, and for supporting me throughout my life despite my mistakes, and I've made quite a few. My brother, who I know supports me, and I know he knows I love him. I jump in front of a bus for him. Other times, I throw him in front of a bus. I'm happy to say that I've made a second family here. Ashley and Jason Fisher, who have become my second set of parents, or perhaps that crazy aunt and uncle that we all get excited when we're visiting. My link mates, who have become my brothers and sisters, with just as much sibling rivalry and arguments as there is love. I can't describe how much I love the people of this church and how much I care for everyone here. We've had so many people promise to come visit us in Washington once we're gone that it touches me. Whenever I've had any questions or doubts, this church and its members has always been there to help pull me through. And although I know that in college and in life in general, I'll be facing new challenges, I know that God, His Son, and the Spirit of this church will be there to help me through all of it. And I'll never forget any of the lessons or the kindness that people have shown me. Amen.